Hello, everyone. Vicki Achard with Nature's Best Art. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a while. I've been very busy, but now I'm going to be making my videos, and I'm so excited to be with you today. I wanted to show you what I'm starting. I really have a goal this year to make all my presents instead of buy them for everybody. We'll see how it goes because I'm going to be watercoloring in between and a whole bunch of stuff in between. So I don't know how many I'll do, but I'll come online and show you what I'm up to now and then. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to save papers from my daughter-in-law's and son's baby shower. It was in December, and one of the papers was this really cute penguin paper. I thought that was so adorable. Their theme of the shower was penguins, and then they wanted woodland animals in there too. One day I'll show you all that I made for their shower. But right now we're going to talk about the papers that I used to make. I wanted to make her gift tags for her Christmas present out of the papers that came from the shower gifts. And so later too, I'll show you this, all these tags in here. And then here's some more that were given to her, the papers. And then she got this really cute one too, with ducks on it. And I think the round part of the paper, the punch that I have around, that's so cute, isn't it? So we'll see what I can do with that. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. So now I wanted to show you though what I ran up against. So I have this punch, it's Recollections punch, and I just absolutely love it. I use it for my tags when I make all my tags for people. And it comes out like this, this is the shape. However, I thought maybe I would cut this paper and then adhere. I don't know, just cut the paper and then adhere it probably to like a heavier paper. So I started to cut these, but that didn't work out very well. So I adhered them to. I have the paper that's like my scrap paper. It's like about probably 65 pounds. I think that's a good poundage for tags, but that was then too thick. So what I decided then is maybe I had a template, and I did, and I have this one. I have it all adhered down, so I'm not gonna pick it up. I'll show you in a little bit. But let's get started. What this paper what it is on. What I did was I put the paper. I glued it with my ATG gun on my paper, my 65-pound paper. And so then what I did was, I turned it over now. So the paper's on there with my 65-pound paper. And I'm going to actually outline my template. And I'm going to use this tag to put it right on top because the template is long. It's like about that long. And then I want it about this long. So I'm going to be putting it on there and drawing a line right here. So that's going to be the end of that tag. And then I'm just going to use the template that I have. I didn't make a new one. I could have. I just used what I had because I like the width of it. So I'm going to put this on top like that. Draw my line on the bottom. And then my sides. My top. Okay, I'm going to move it now. I'm going to take this tape off. It's good to tape something so it doesn't move around. I'm going to just bring it down a bit. I think maybe I'll start about right there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Draw my line. I'm trying to get as many tags as I can out of one piece of paper. And I think it's just going to be so meaningful. She just loved this paper, and she's going to be so surprised for Christmas, I think. My daughter-in-law and my son-in-law, I mean my son too. They'll be so surprised that I saved it. They don't know I'm doing this. Well, I think I'll go over here. There could be a tag right there too. There we go. It's nice to have tags on hand because, you know, you never know when you're going to give a gift throughout the year. Those other tags are like floral, and I'll show you what the other ones are. Let me see if I can get a tag right here. I could. Yep, I think I'll put it right on the edge there. The other ones are floral, so she can use those for people that she wants to give to, like for spring gifts. Let's see here. I think I can get one more here. Oh, I went down, didn't I? I didn't make that littler like I wanted to. Let's see. I'm going to do this one again. Just put that a smaller tag. I like this length instead of the longer one. Did I do that on this one too? Let me see. I got those okay. All right, now this one. I'm going to take this tape off. So just use what you have in your craft room to do this. You know, you can make a template. If your punch isn't working well when the paper's too thick. And I don't mind cutting, you know, these tags actually. It's not a big deal to me. Okay, I think that's about it. All right, let's turn the paper over. Now, there's our paper. And what I did was then cut this so that I could cut these out. And I'm just going to actually cut a little bit, just maybe one of them. But you just start cutting. Now let's see what we got. I'll cut 3 of them. Okay. I'm going to show you what I did because like there's no, you know, faces of the penguins. I'll show you what I did with that. I was hoping that would happen so I could show you actually. Because you don't know what you're really going to get when you use scraps of the paper. But there are ways that you can do things to make them look very interesting. And very, very cute. That's what we want, right? Cute and interesting. Now this is cute, isn't it? That turned out really cute. That would be one. I wouldn't have to put anything else on there. Okay, let's see what this one turns out to be. It's always a surprise. And like I say, I don't mind when I have to add extra things to make things look, you know, the way I want them to. It's all what you like. And all what you think that, you know, that the person you're giving the gift to likes. All right, let's look and see. Oh, that's cute. Just like that is fine. Okay, I like that. He's like a little peeking out there. That's so cute. I love it. Okay, I want to show you what I did now. Let me get rid of these scraps. And then I'll cut these out, you know, when I'm not on the video later. Oh, so let me show you this template. So I got it at, you know, it says, an If You Give book. So I actually kept this. I bought my grandchildren, if you give a moose, or if you give a mouse a cookie. And, you know, sometimes in the back of those kind of books, they have, you know, like these type of things where, you know, I don't know what this was. Maybe a gift tag too. And so, you know, you punch these things out. And I thought, that was a long time ago. And I thought, oh, I'm going to keep this. Maybe I'll use it one day. And I'm so happy I could use it. So anyway, now here's the rest of them. We'll work with those later. But I wanted to show you what I did, particularly with something like this. All right, let me show you all the ones I've done so far. And then these are going to be actually the last of them. So what I did was I cut, like, I have extra of these kind of papers. Even I have even more, like this is extra. So what I did is I just, simply cut it out and I just pasted it on. And, you just put it on here. And what I did was I got a little too ambitious when I did my hole punch. I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to use this ribbon, and I thought, well, it'll take up, space. You won't see the hole. So I punched, this is my medium size. I have a small, medium, large. This is my medium size. So I punched about 2 or 3 holes, and I didn't like how so much you could see the hole. So once in a while, it's kind of nice to use, like your stickers that you have. So I thought, oh, well, I can use these too. So what I did is I peeled a sticker off here and I put it here, but I didn't really, it was just like light blue, and I didn't really like the way it didn't have any like this blue. I'm pretty particular when I do things to have things match. So I have these Sharpies, and I just put a few dots here. So now it has the same, see, colors. I just love it. I think it's so adorable. Now here's what I started to do. I started to put a bow on this area here to kind of hide that big hole. But that took quite a bit of time. I don't mind making bows, but they do take more time than, putting a sticker there. But I think that looks so beautiful. I just love that. And it has a little bit of gold here, right there. So I thought that looked really cute. Now, what I did, if you do that, if you run up against putting bows on things, a really nice thing to do, I don't know if you have this or not, but I want to mention the Zots. The Zots, I got the small ones out. And so when I use these Zots, that's actually the glue type thing there. It's sticky. To put my bow after I make it on that part of the tag. And what I did was, my tip for that is to actually cut it where the Zot is and then use it. If you use it to stick it on the ribbon or whatever you're going to stick it on, it may get on this, and which I did. That's why I know to tell you. This is a tip that I've learned. I haven't used this for a while. It got stuck on here, the other parts of the ribbon, and it was kind of a pain to get off. So do that. So cut each Zot to use that. Now let's see here. Here's another one. Like I actually put another paper on there because that one was the same thing. And another one I did that one, and I used this isn't that baker's twine. I think it's more it's my yarn that I used. I used my yarn. So you can use yarn, you can use ribbon. There's another one, but this had a kind of a cute design, so I put just a little sticker there to hide that hole. And then I have these other stickers that look like this. And I thought, well, maybe I could use those on these. And then one of them, a couple of them, said joy. And I thought that was so cute. But again, it didn't have that green. It had like this green. So what I did is, I, again, took my Sharpie and I made simply dots on there. So it had the same color green. See, so I did. And I had a couple of those. I actually had some green yarn. That's okay. It matches that, but it doesn't match that green. So I'm not sure. I think this is my least favorite. But I do like the way this green matches his little hat. I thought that was cute. And here's some more with some ribbon on it. And there you go. So that's what I will be doing with this one. I will be cutting out just so you can do different things, And I'm only, I'm going to cut out a little penguin and put it on there, and it'll look really cute. And I'll just only make the one hole, and I won't be so ambitious. So that's what I wanted to show you today. I'm so excited. Now, I do want to show you my other ones that I made too. They're so cute. And so what I'll do is I'll put the penguins in a bag like this too. This works out real well. I got these bags for my, I also make soap. And so when I made soap for the favors, I used these bags. I just love them. They're 9-inch. And I cut them down to 7-inch for the soaps. But I leave them, I left the 9-inch because of the ribbons kind of out. I just want to show you these. This was like I started making like this kind of size too. I love this purple ribbon, don't you? These will be so nice if she has like, you know, gifts she wants to give other people in the spring and the summer. I thought, I just love this paper. And what I do, see on the back is I put to and from. That's all I do. I do have a stamp, but lately I've been just writing it. And I love, let me show you the pen that I love. No, not that, that's a Sharpie one. Where's my other one? Let's see if I have it here. That's a Sharpie also. I think the Sharpies are okay, but there is one other one that I use. Oh, maybe I put it in here. Excuse me, I'm going to get in my, I hit the camera, the tripod. Oh, here it is here. This is my favorite, the Bic gel. The reason I want to show you this instead of the Sharpie is because I always use my gel, but one of the tags on the penguins, I used the Sharpie and it smeared a little bit. And so I was a little disappointed with it, but just only one did that. So because I wasn't, I guess my finger brushed up against it, but this Bic gel pen has never smeared. And so I like that better. So anyway, so let me continue on and show you this. Aren't they pretty? I made quite a few of these. There was this paper. This is really thick paper. Now then I started to put it on here in case, like, if she has a gift and wants to just put the tag here. You know, you put your double-sided tag here, double stick tape there. But so I put to and from on the front, and I didn't think that was too bad. You know, they'll see her writing there. And I added a few buttons. I thought that was cute. And my bows that I always make and my buttons. There's another one with a bow. And then I did something like this. You can like take a piece of paper, same paper, make it like a little envelope. And I have, you know, thin tape, double-sided tape with my ATG gun also. And I put that there. And then I made this tag and it fits in there. I thought that was so adorable. And she can maybe stick it, you know, on her gift. They can see the tag that way. And I wanted to make her ones that she could just open up anyway. I didn't put, you know, to and from. I'm going to let her make that decision how she wants to put it on the gift. And then this one here. Okay, so that's those. And then I want to show you these here. Isn't that pretty? I just love that purple ribbon. There's all sorts of colors that are so nice to use. Okay. I thought this was she got a lot of bags, you know, for her gifts. So these actually were the only papers that she had. This paper and the floral, the penguin, and then the duck one. So I was happy to save that for her. Make these tags. This has like a little mushroom on it. Isn't that cute? Little paint set. And she, you know, my son and daughter-in-law, they have a lot of nieces and nephews now. So I thought that she would want to use, you know, these tags and use all sorts of ribbon type things. And see, I make these bows now and then, so I have them in my stash. And I just use that, you know, the Zots to put those on. And various, you know, things to, well, that could be for maybe a boy, I thought. Yeah, there's another tag. And another one. Here's another punch that I have. I thought that was kind of interesting. Just something different. Now here's my circle punch that I used. Thought that was so cute with the coffee cup. And I put a bow there. And here's another square one with the scallop, look. And then a tag like this. And then a big tag like that she could use. So I think she's going to really enjoy that. And I hope that you did too. And I hope that it gave you some ideas. And thank you for joining me today. And I'll see you at the next one. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And I hope I gave you some ideas. Until next time, happy creating.